Hey guys, so this is a quick video about last Epoch. I'm going to show you some gameplay, what I think about the game, my first impressions. And I'm just gonna say it straight, if you like ARPGs, test this game. It's way better than recent games like Diablo 4, and I'm having a lot of fun on it. And check the video, you're gonna love it. Okay, continuing. I've made this marksman, I'm playing her. I've made the beastman too, but I didn't like so much, so I'm gonna keep playing with the marksman. I haven't reached endgame yet, so my opinion is so far that I've played. But the introduction of the game, the history of the game, I liked it. It's got a time travel concept, and it reminds me a lot of Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. Even there's an artifact called Epoch, that was the name of the spaceship on Chrono Trigger, and End of Time is also a place in the game, and that's taken me a way back. A lot of other systems in the game, like the leveling system, is based on other games. I remember this bar clearly from Grim Dawn. I don't remember if Diablo used it, but it's based on a lot of other ideas and other games. You can see a lot of references in the history and on the playability and that stuff. And I think it just merged very well together. This game's got a nice story. I'm gonna finish the story to be able to say, but so far, very nice story, very nice playability, and very nice game. So in the introductions, I also say nice game. I'm gonna show you some playability of the game. Right now I'm on this map, and I got my marksman on detonating arrow. I focused on fire damage. It wasn't lightning, I changed to fire, and I'm happier now. I think fire will do a greater damage. The playability and the hotkeys and everything is very common for ARPGs. There's nothing new here, but every class has a lot of playstyle. So we have 5 base classes and 2 specializations for each class. And on these specializations, there are a lot of types of gameplay that you can do. And that opens space for a lot of creative gameplay and a lot of builds that we all love about these games. At least the most ARPG fans. If you're not that much of an ARPG fan, it's still gonna give you some nice playability, some fluid gameplay, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna have fun as I'm having playing the campaign of this game. This game has a specific loot filter that I really liked. So you can come here and you can choose whether for example, I've chosen to show rogue specific items that are rare, exalted, or unique. I don't want anything below that, and I only want rogue items. So I want to hide all normal and magic items. You can do a lot of other stuff on this filter. You can have a lot of filters. I've had 3 here that I'm testing. I'm still learning to use it, but you can choose rules. You can base by level, rarity, item type, affixes, and later I'm pretty sure that's all gonna come very, very handy when you want to farm certain items and you don't want to check everything. So Lootfilter is a great idea that's working very nice right now in this game. So you can play the game very easily, and it's a fast-paced ARPG. I'm playing the marksman, as I said, so my mechanic is to get the arrow and deal damage. And this is a strong enemy. The graphics are good. I like the graphics. They're not the best, but they're good enough. And I don't think that's the most important thing here. It's a fun game to play. It keeps you on active. Even on the main campaign, it's not exactly too easy, at least for newcomers. When you don't know the best builds and stuff, it's not exactly easy. You can die sometimes, depending on the boss. That's important for me, because Sometimes I remember that the main campaign on Grim Dawn or on Diablo 3 was super easy. We beat all the bosses at first try, and it was... You gotta be really bad to die. In here, you gotta pay some attention on the normal mode to die. Maybe on the late game content, I think there will be a lot of harder enemies to beat. Like this part, I gotta pay attention, or else I'll die. I use my skills. There are 5 classes, each of them has 3 other classes to specialize. Here I'm with the rogue, I chose to be a marksman, but I could have been a falconer and a blade dancer. If I make a new character, on legacy mode I'm not playing the current season. The Sentinel can become a Void Knight, a Forge Guard, which I'm very interested in, or a Paladin. The Rogue, which I was playing, I've already showed it. The Mage can become a Sorcerer, a Spellblade, that I also thought it's interesting, and the Rune Master. The Primalist can become a Beastmaster, which I'm gonna play more in the future. I wanna see the Sabertooth. The Shaman, or a Druid, which seems nice too. And lastly, the Acolyte can become the famous Necromancer, a Lich, and a Warlock. I thought it was creative classes. You can do a lot with these classes. And if you go to the skill tree of your character, inside the classes, you also have like 3 or 5 game styles that you can change, or maybe even more. So that's really a lot of options to build a playstyle. I think in the late game, a lot of people are gonna invent a lot of stuff. So if you wanna check the best builds, which you can see here, are the skills that you can spend on your base class or on the class you've mastered. And here are the specialization. Each skill has a lot of options. There are 4 options here of specialization. You can mix them, you can do whatever you want here. And I'm specializing on fire damage right now with my detonating arrow. So here I'm taking elemental damage for an instance. And I was taking something else here, but I'll see to that later. I'm taking fire damage here too to stack ignite. And that's what I'm going to try to see if it's strong. On the late game that I'll really test that, but so far it's been fun. The only bug that I did find, I think I found in the Ruined Era. I'm gonna go to a random map here and see if I can show it. Some enemy, were some humans, some zombies, something like that. It's not a huge bug, but it's a bug. Other than that, it's just the lag, because it's here, these monsters does not show the name, that's the bug. So far, that's the only one that I've found right now. See, cockroaches show, but those monsters doesn't. Not a huge bug, but it's expected. This is an indie game, and the company that made it is small, so that's a lot of work. And still, a great game that they've made. The servers, they're very full, as I was saying. So that's why the lag, probably. I don't know if they're gonna invest on it or not. I think they should wait for the hype to pass a little bit and see how many players will keep playing. And that answers on the next subject of the game, the future of the game. This kind of game, there's seasons, and every season they'll need to pay attention to the patches, the bugs, the fixes, and all that stuff. If they pay attention to that, if they send expansions and DLCs, the game is probably gonna keep going. There's a huge success right now, so I think the company got a lot of money right now, so they have a lot of resources to keep this game going and to raise this game. And I seriously hope they do it. That's why I think this game is gonna keep trending for a while and people are gonna keep playing it. Especially because since Diablo 4 was a failure and Grim Dawn has launched a few years ago, and I don't know other games that are ARPGs that are as good as these ones. So there's a huge gap in the market about these games. And that's where this game comes in, and that's why it makes so much success. It's a great game, there's a gap in the market. Everyone wants a game like this because there's public There's people who love this kind of game, people who are hardcore players who like to get it to the skill tree and just try to see what's the most appealing skill, what's the hardcore skill, what's the unfair skill that's gonna give him much damage and gives the highest damage, the highest tanking damage, and posted it in a forum. And people talk about that's what hardcore players do on this kind of game, and that's why they have fun. These players are probably gonna keep playing this, and normal players are gonna come back each expansion or each new season or something like that. But this is a very good game. I haven't finished it. I'm still going to finish it and give it, and then I can give a better opinion about it. But right now, I really suggest that you try out this game if you like ARPGs, that you see the campaign, that you see the game, that you try different classes. I still want to try some other classes to have fun after I finish this one. And I've just changed my build. I was with another build. I just want to see another build still. And that's it. Try the game. Tell me what you think about it. Share your opinion, share your builds. I'm gonna share mine later after I finish this character, after I reach max level with her. I'm gonna test builds and I'm gonna test other characters. That's the kind of nerd I am. And I'm anxious to talk to you about it on the forums and on the channel and everywhere. That's it. I hope you guys like this video. I'm gonna post the full gameplay of the full campaign of the game. I'm gonna post on YouTube so you guys can see. I can't post the story, but I can post the full gameplay, bosses and everything. And I'm gonna post the end game content too. So keep up with me, watch the channel, tell me what you wanna see, tell me if you like it, give me feedbacks. That's it guys. Thanks for watching, see you guys later.